This kid going to school with his mom, being taken to school. I jumped out of the car with my little lunchbox and ran up to the steps and, was going to head on into the schoolhouse. Well, I couldn't open the door. And, I was 6 years old, so I was trying to open the door of this big old school. And I turned around to look for my mom. Well, she had driven off. There wasn't a car in the parking lot that morning. Turns out that was the day that there was no school. There was no school that day. And so I started walking, a little 6-year-old walking down the road. And I decided to walk to this filling station. And I knew that there was a guy that my mom had talked to in this filling station. We pulled in there and got gas from time to time. I'll never forget it. When I walked into that filling station parking lot, the guy that my mom talked to from time to time come running out of the filling station. And, I was like, "What are you doing here?" I just said, "I don't know, He loaded me up in a pickup truck, I do remember that, and we drove back over Lookout Mountain. That's way before the interstate was here. My grandmother, I guess, heard the truck come up, so she came outside. And she was, she's out there on the porch, put her arms around me. I'm standing there, and I guess he waved goodbye and left. I've often wondered if that was the day that my mom had to do some explaining to her mom, who was this guy, and why was Gary with this guy, and why was Gary at a school where there was no school. My mom was married many times, bless her heart. None of the people that she was ever married to, other than one guy, showed any interest in me. I have a half brother, and so that stepfather. But all through the years, he did a few things to show that he cared. He was the only one. I've been a victim, but I've never looked at it that way. I've looked at it it's more of a challenge. None of my kids, by the grace of God, have even come close to living the life I lived. I've been married now almost 52 years, and God was there. He's going to be there. So you can trust in that for sure.